Hi Gemini, this is Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. I am in Carmel, Indiana. I am a Libra Sun, Capricorn Rising, Sagittarius Moon. If you have been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, what I normally do is let flip, fly, or fall anywhere from 5 to 7 tarot cards. Take a look at that. Are we looking at life, love, career, health? And then clarify with various oracle decks. So there's the first card. Oh, there's another one. Oh, let's see. There's a couple that's flipped out. So the Seven of Wands in reverse popped up. The Magician in the upright. The Lover's card in the upright. So I feel like the Lover's card is a new relationship, but I'm not necessarily sure it is a love relationship. It could be a new business relationship, but I feel like you have manifested a new relationship of some kind. And Seven of Wands was like, the Seven of Wands is in the reverse position. And if that was in the upright position, that would be you fighting off, kind of like fighting off different things, but it's in the reverse position, so you're not fighting it off anymore. So it's kind of like you finally got over what your block was. I feel like you had a block, you have gotten rid of the block, and you are now manifesting and moving forward on some sort of new relationship. However, the Ace of Cups is still in the reverse position. So I feel like you've taken a major step towards manifesting this new relationship, but there's still, with Ace of Cups in reverse, there's still some emotional withholding going on. Knight of Wands and so that would be kind of like slower movement. So it's not like, it's like, yes, you may have removed this block out of your way, and that is your next step forward to manifesting this relationship that you would like to have. But there are still some emotional stuff that you have not uncovered, because when I look at this looks, I always look at this and think it looks like somebody's got a cup holding it down on a counter. And it's not in the upright and like receiving, it's like holding it down. So you're still holding in some emotions. You have not released all of the emotions that you need to. And until you do that, you are going to make very slow movement forward in this new relationship. Although, let's just say this. Let's say there were two major things the universe wanted you to do in order for you to receive this relationship. You've done one of them. You've got one more major block that you need to remove, is the feeling that I'm getting here. So whatever that is, it's probably something scary, but it's something that's got to be done. And looking that fear in the eye, for me personally, I did something scary a month ago. And once I did that scary thing, it was like the universe opened up to me and said, okay, you did what we wanted you to. Now we will start sending you blessings, and all kinds of cool things have happened since that. So let me assure you, for those of you who are holding on to things that you should be letting go of, the sooner you let go of them, the sooner the good stuff is going to start happening and coming your way. However, you do have free will, and you do not have to listen to me. This is the Seven of Pentacles that is in the reverse position. If that was in the upright position, that would kind of be like you're starting to pick your things that you've planted, but it's still in the reverse position. And that also, to me, makes me feel like it goes along with that tree is not going to flip up, and the universe is not going to start giving you those blessings until you get rid of that other big block that is in your way. So do I want the emotions? Let me think about this. I know I'm going to do blocks because I want to figure out what your blocks are. I don't think I want the emotions cards. I want to know what it is you need to work on. What do the Geminis need? What are the blocks? What things, because this is going to be, this is a general reading. So every Gemini out there is not going to have the same exact thing that they need to work on. However, whatever comes out, something, maybe one or two things are going to resonate with you, and you're going to be like, yep, that's one of them. Guide, one of them, well, one of the things that you need to release, and I feel like this is saying, let the universe guide you, and you are still trying to do things your way. And I have found from experience that when I finally gave up and let the universe take over, things just started getting better. And I was blocking my own blessings. And and I used to hear that all the time, and I did not know what people meant. I'm like, why would I block my own blessings on purpose? Well, you don't do it on purpose unless you willingly know what you need to be working on and you choose not to, because it's too painful. So if you know that you have apologies that you need to do and you won't do it because you're stubborn, you're blocking your blessing. If you have forgiveness that you need to do and you're not forgiving because you're too stubborn, you're blocking your blessings. So you think about all of that stuff that you think that you know deep down inside, I probably need to do that, but ooh, that's too scary. That is the stuff you need to work on. Telling somebody that you love them first, scary as shit. I did it a month ago. And it was like, that seemed to be the one thing the universe was waiting for me to do, was to bring my guard down and say that first. And then it was like, they were like, okay, now we'll start bringing you some stuff because you did what we wanted you to do. So if you're running into blocks all the time and things aren't working in your way, it's because you still have a lot of this internal work that you need to get out of your system. I just uploaded a thing on learning how to meditate. So if you're having a problem learning how to meditate, watch the video that I just did. I think it was called, is it meditation or is it my imagination? Because when I tell you that I have learned how to go up and I can be up there in 30 seconds and I can start, it's like I have a private counselor up there. And if I have an internal issue nagging at me, I can go up there and I'm like, all right, where's this feeling come from? And they will walk me through it. And by the time I get done, I understand where it come from and it's gone. So that's what you need to be working on, is you need to figure out what it is that you need to clear out of your system. Core wounds, abandonment issues, self-worth issues, guilt, unforgiveness, you name it, you know what it is. I mean, you know what it is. Okay, so it is very possible that you are currently in the dark night of the soul, and when either that or you're getting ready to go into the dark night of the soul, the universe will give you nudges trying to get you to go the right way for only so long, and then they turn up the heat or yank the rug out from underneath of you, and then you have this major tower moment where just shit goes flying everywhere. If you are one of those Geminis right now, I posted a video the other day about, did I just walk into hell on earth? Those would be for those of you who have just walked into the dark night of the soul, who have just had the tower moment, who did not listen to the universe, who did not do their inner work, who avoided it and avoided it and avoided it. And the universe says, you are not going to avoid this anymore. We're going to help you out here. And they will rip everything out from underneath of you because you didn't listen to them and you didn't do the inner work on your own. So that could be a bunch of you that's going on through this right now. Cycles. I feel like that is saying that you do need to understand that there are certain cycles that you go through. And, like you might have a 10-year period of time where everything felt like it went wrong. And maybe it's not necessarily that you had the rug pulled out from underneath of you, but it was some sort of a cycle, maybe a karmic cycle. You worked for somebody and you had to learn how to get away from that person and why that working with that person was not the right person. Or maybe you were in a relationship with somebody, boyfriend, girlfriend, living with somebody, whatever, and you had to get out of that cycle in order to move on. So I feel like some of you are getting ready to end a cycle that you have been in for a long time, because you've already, like I said, if you have two things that needed to get rectified, you have rectified one of them, you have one more major thing you need to get done, and then you're done with that cycle and ready to move forward. Really move forward. So it's not that you're not doing your internal work. It is you are, but there are things that you could do to speed it up. That's what I'm going to say. Lessons. I feel like this is the universe saying that we will throw you stuff every once in a while, out of the blue, to see if you've learned your lesson. So if you do feel like things like going, God, man, why is this continuing to happen to me? It's probably the universe's way or your guide's way of trying to go, did you learn your lesson? You know, I'm like going, you keep going back to old thoughts. We thought we had that rectified. Recognition. Well, let me think about this. What blocks? You know, this is not the mirroring card, but the feeling that I'm getting from this is there is somebody in your life, it could be a love person now, that that you guys are mirroring each other. Oddly enough, and there is a mirroring card in here, but for some reason this does not feel like, and you need to recognize that when somebody triggers you, if they have done something and it makes you mad, you need to look at that, and that's one of those things that you need to figure out what it is about yourself that is triggering that within you. Recognize that it's about you and not about what they did. And it usually has to do with self-worth issues. It's like, you know what? It's like I can deduce everything to self-worth issues. I really can. You throw me a question and I can deduce it to self-worth issues. Speaking up, my voice is like whacking out on me all of a sudden. Okay, let's see. Muse, inspiration. Oh, that, I feel like that is saying the universe is like, we will unblock your inspiration when you do this work. So if you are a Gemini and you feel like maybe you're a writer or a painter or a creator of some kind and you're feeling blocked right at the moment, the universe, I feel like that was a message going, when you get through the rest of these hoops that we have you jumping through, we will release and you will start getting your inspiration back. Because I definitely feel like it's like they will lock up, like when I am in alignment and I am in flow, my inspiration is right on point. And it's like sometimes when you just try to think about it too hard, it won't come to you. So it's more of you need to be in a receiving mode and not trying to make it happen. So lighten up. Inspiration will come back for those of you who need it desperately, whether it's for your job or whatever the case is. That's kind of the universe's way of telling you you're out of alignment and you need to get into alignment. Okay, let's do one more row of cards. I have two here. I want to use these for some reason. I don't even remember what these are called. I better ask a question, huh? What do I want to know? What? Okay, what? Just like tell me anything else that you want the Geminis to know right now about things that they can do to unblock this or help them move forward and get this other major block out of the way so they can really start receiving their blessings from you. Give me some stuff here that they can do, or just to kind of let them know that they're on the right path or whatever. Oh, there's one in there. There's one. Okay. Oh, funny. Wishes fulfilled. I may have even used that phrase. I think the bringing your blessings in is the same thing as wishes fulfilled. Your wishes have been germinating, which is this card in reverse. They have been germinating. They're deeply planted in the soil of the loving universe, and fulfillment is here or just around the corner, but faith is required. When we put ourselves out there, it's easy to get deflated if what we want doesn't materialize right away. Have confidence. You are more than capable of manifesting your deepest desires. It's all happening, dear one. If you listen to me and work on those blocks that I keep bringing up, that is the thing, is like doing that internal work and doing the hard stuff. I'm telling you, I kept hearing it. I heard it for years and I ignored it. I mean, for the most part, I ignored it. I probably would be a lot farther along if I'd just stopped ignoring it. But I don't know if it was that I ignored it or as much as I didn't understand it. I didn't have anybody really helping me through getting rid of them. And now, and I had to figure it out on my own, and now I know how to do it. And so that's my job. I work for the universe now, and that's my job, is to help you people get through your blocks. It's time to stop procrastinating. Your current obligations and responsibilities can no longer be put off. Chop, chop. It's time to buckle down and do the work. The resolution and abundance you seek requires action. Ignore any naysaying voices. Believe in yourself. You can do this. Procrastination often comes from the fear that you can't. You'll be so relieved and proud when this is behind you. That is so funny. Okay, apparently you guys need to speak up, because I have had throat chakra issues the whole way through this. So somebody specifically needs to speak up about something. You have something you need to say to somebody. And that's one of your blocks. That's one of the things that you're putting off, is like you're not saying something that needs to be said, and you think it's going to go away, but it is not going to go away. And they are verifying with everything that's coming out. They are verifying exactly what I have been saying is, don't be putting it off. I mean, procrastination is your free will, but it's not going to do you any good. Trust your intuition. It's time to stop seeking advice from others and go inside instead. Remember, I mentioned how to do the meditation. I've given you directions. You know what's best for your body, mind, and spirit. Sit in meditation. Oh, shit. Sit in meditation, walk in the woods, ask yourself what you need, and listen. Tune into your inner guidance. When you get a gut reaction, honor it. Oh my God, and it even matches up with this whole meditation and imagination thing that I did, because I talk about connecting with your mind, or is it in your gut, and feeling, is it right or wrong? Oh my God, this is like so crazy. You have the answer, and it's safe to trust yourself. Everything you need is already inside of you. It is. I have heard that for so long, and I did not understand what it meant, but I finally figured it out. I will help you figure that out if that's what you need, if that's what you want. That's what I am here for. That's what I have recently learned how to do, and it is freaking awesome. I'm telling you, I went into meditation this morning and had a conversation with my divine masculine about some resentment that I carry about something specific. Didn't have anything to do with him. It has to do with somebody else. We went through this whole conversation, and he guided me why I was feeling the way I was feeling. And when I got done, I was like, okay, that makes sense. I feel better now. I can put that to bed. I understand where that resentment comes from. And it has to do with me being territorial about something. and me having done other people wrong in the past, and fearing that some other people are going to do me wrong, and it was because they are mirroring what I already feel that I have done. Yeah, that's long story short. Let's get 2 more cards out of here for Geminis. Law of attraction. Relationships and activities that you once enjoyed are now changing as you become more sensitive and aware of energies. That will happen as you grow spiritually. You will not be able to hang out with the people that you used to hang out with. You will not be having the same conversations that you used to have. Your whole life is going to change, and it's very confusing in the beginning, but you will soon understand why that's going on. Emotional sensitivity. Honor and respect your deep sensitivity, as it is a gift to all of us. So for those of you who find yourself extra sensitive and beat yourself up about that, you are perfect just the way you are. You do not need to be hard on yourself for being sensitive. But if you feel like you are extra sensitive about certain things, it's probably because you are out of alignment and you are not speaking your truth, and there are things that need to be said that will release and loosen some of that super sensitiveness about you. I have quit talking to certain people in my life who, if I said anything, they would get all bent out of shape about it. And I just got tired. That's their shit. You know, if they get bent out of shape out of every little thing that I said, I'm like, I don't want to be around those people anymore. And it's because they have not done their inner work. So when you do your inner work, you're not going to be as sensitive anymore. You're going to recognize that person is unhealthy, and you're not going to take it personally anymore. So I feel like that's part of where that emotional sensitivity comes in, is when you heal some of those inner wounds, you're not going to be as sensitive anymore. Indigo. The person you're inquiring about is an indigo, meaning a highly sensitive, natural-born leader. So I have a feeling that as I've gone through this, if you are a cross watcher for a Gemini, or if you were a Gemini and you were watching this and you started going, my daughter's like this, or my husband's like this, or my son's like this, or my neighbor's like this, that person that you're thinking about is an indigo, meaning a highly sensitive or natural-born leader. So apparently a lot of sensitive people in the Gemini world right at the moment. So if you're crying your head off at the moment, comment in below and let me know that I hit on something there. All right, I'm done here. I will see you guys June 1st. Thanks. Bye.